What's going on, everyone? It is Arlie, aka Young Garlic, coming to you here with, I believe this is day 16 of our trading journal, the series that we are doing here at Arcane, following me, a new trader, as we progress through the markets and kind of learn things. As always, before we begin, please check out our socials below. Please come and follow those, like some of our content. Our Discord's down below where we offer live trading, live analysis daily. A lot of rooms do not offer that, so please come and check that out. We'll give a live analysis. You tell us a ticker, we'll tell you what we think about it, what you should do with it, blah, 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 all that good stuff. We do have a free side. We offer the free side a lot of stuff, but the paid side has a lot of detailed trade plans. We'll write weekly journals. Basically, we're always looking at tickers and stuff in the markets, and we'll say, hey, let's look at this, and let's write a plan about it. Plan up about it. Yeah, write a plan about it, and provide it to our members, and they can. It's really just simple, easy trading. But talking about the account today, only down 5%. Super happy with today. Just in terms of the fact that I stuck to my goal of utilizing risk management, more strict risk management. Played Mew again today, and if what you're seeing on the screen is new, this is actually a new indicator we are offering. Great Blue, one of our analysts, traders slash developers, created this indicator for us. I like it, right? Because I'm trying to learn to trade without indicators, and it's more or less just levels. It just kind of draws levels for us, give us an idea of where we're at and what we're doing. And it kind of goes along with the system we're using, right? So our buy signal, long signals, our pivot areas, and then you can see how it worked out today for us. But anyways, let's get started. Like I said, only down 5%, took 3 trades. One of them was green, the rest were red, but we still managed to come out okay. So opened up with a nice $17 gain. Actually, we did have one trade that went bad, and I'll talk about that. But we had a $17 game, quick little scalp, a little call action, or no, it was a short at 943. I'm pretty sure it was right here. Yep, we're rejecting this right here. This is a bearish pivot area, and I closed it down here at 946. So I like this trade. We respected the system here. You see this nice wick down. We're rejecting this area, and then we come down further. Would have liked to stay in this longer, but I just want to take profit on it. Right, $17. I mean, it's huge for us in our account. So not mad about it. Not too bad. This next trade was kind of rough for me. I took a call, and I was playing next week, so I kind of let stuff run a little bit more. I breathed a little bit more when it was next week. So technically I was within the risk and the size of the contract, but it was still not risk appropriate considering what our account is. This put us down $3 from the day, so we kind of gave back the gains we had before. Could have played it tighter, but I entered it long at 951. So you see, I could have waited this out and actually had a really good gain on it, but I entered right here on this indecision candle. All right, so we broke below, and I think we're gonna bounce and at least test our long signal or our short signal again, and we ended up doing just that, but it was later on. Just got chopped out. It was kind of choppy this morning. We had a nice down move rejection into the morning that we played. Could have held it longer, but then we just kind of an early entry though. Still, I just like this indecision. Right, we don't really know what we want to do yet. So 951, I enter. Right, I think. Look at this. I think this is why I enter. I also think that we were looking at SPY too, because I was trading with Riley this morning, and we were just talking about some stuff, and I traded my phone so he was kind of giving me an idea of what was going on. I think we were trying to hold this. We were trying to break out here, right? Yeah. So we see this breakout trying to happen, and then it immediately rejects. But I entered while the breakout was trying to happen. Could have waited and would have had a nice rejection, just would have went short, but it is what it is. $20 loss. Again, not really good, not a good loss. I cut it earlier than I have in the past. Just could have been a little bit better on risk, but it was closer to the money for us. It was a next week contract, so it was more expensive. It's a little over leveraged, but that's fine. But entered here because SPY was breaking out, and then yeah, I just stopped out at 957, right? So I'm seeing us try to break out, and we kind of break this level right here. on this candle, and I exited, and we ended up bouncing pretty nicely. But still, not mad about it. I still got out. I mean, this would have been a bigger loss if this thing wouldn't have bounced here. Probably should have exited sooner or set a tighter stop, but you know, it is what it is. And this next one is the one I played the stop on. I was super happy about because it was only a $9 loss, and it would have been a bigger one if I didn't play a stop. So I went short at 10:01. Right, so kind of up here. Right, so let me see. So SPY was rejecting, and this is slow volume to the bull side. Alright, like you see, our bear volume here is big. These bulls are trying to tick it back up. So enter here, we reject. I was like 10% green on this at some points, but I set a stop for up here, like kind of a little bit. It was like an $8 or $9 loss. I had this, and that's what we stopped out at. This would have been a good day to then buy this, but I didn't have any more trades. This would have been a perfect entry right here. We wick, we try again, we wick again. This is nasty down candle, and even if we miss this, this is a good entry too. And it would have been a nice, like, we would have been green this whole way, held this whole thing, and then we would have caught this nice dump. But you know, it is what it is. I stopped out. So even though we lost today, I'm at 200. Would still like to get a little bit more tomorrow. We'll see what we can do. Even though we lost today, I practiced at safe risk. 1 for 3, and I'm only down 5% or $12. I mean, 5% on a big account is a lot, but if we transfer this over to a big account, I can trade more. I can trade this, because if we look at the 3-minute on this, I was looking at this Arlie, I was actually mad. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Wicking down super hard from this. This is actually a bearish pivot area. It's kind of the indicator he's Great Blue's working on. End up making a lower high, and then we just come down trying to consolidate here. We can't bounce, wicking off of this this kind of upper area here. You see where we bounced or rejected earlier, wicking off of it, and we just dump. You know, so I would have traded this. I 100% believe I would have taken this entry. It's a beautiful entry, right? At least to the short side. I mean, we're trying to take good entries and hope things work out. And I've also been speaking to Riley and a lot of the other analysts. I'm trying to start learning how to look at the rest of the market as I'm trading, so I can kind of get a better thesis on these. Because I don't think this was a bad long entry. I think it might have been a little premature, but the idea was there, right? Like, we're slowing down, indecision. Our bull volume is here, or our bear volume is here, but the bulls are still here as well. And we're trying to bounce. I just got chopped out, you know. And I mean, I just got chopped out. I stopped out, wanted to get out of the trade. It is what it is. All right, we were kind of breaking this. I think it was a 73 level. Is what I was looking at when I was in this trade, and we were trying to hold it, wicking off of it. And then we broke down to here, and I was already out. And then we wick up, and I'm like, oh shit, it's about to bounce pretty good, and it did. But you know, it be what it be. Still okay with it. We're trying. This system involves us trying to find nice entries, and if we utilize good risk on these entries and just realize the trade is going to work or it's not, we're still catching good moves, right? Like, we've sniped some really good entries the past couple weeks, but the market's just weird right now. It wasn't choppy. It was choppy at the beginning, but the rest was a nice smooth move down. But we don't really know when it's going to chop, right? Like, I mean, we can. Like, these moves are, like, you don't really realize it's chopping until you're in the chop. And so I'm trying to take good entries, trying to be done before 11, because after 11, volatility kind of slows down. I mean, we did end up dumping on this, but I'm pretty sure we lost an important level, and this is kind of why we dumped. Alright, so let me see. Let me pull up VPVR real quick. Let me turn off this so we can see. Yeah, so this 73 level right here is kind of a demand zone, and we kind of lost it. Or I guess here it'd be more of a supply zone, right? I have another VPVR in here I want to use. I think this one's a little bit cleaner looking. yeah, so we can't really clear this little, like, this kind of supply area. All right, you see. And then we get down here and we see it start leveling out because we're back in demand. So we tried to break out of supply, bounce off of it yesterday, but now we just can't really get back above it. So that's kind of why we started dumping. All right, algos kind of took over after that. But yeah, it is what it is. Do we want to be green every day? Absolutely. Are we going to be green every day? In a perfect world, yeah. But trading with a small account, Riley's been trying to do it too with this even smaller account, kind of the one we started at with 80 bucks. His is at like 50. It's hard because your entries have to be perfect and you get one trade a day, and so your small account psychology comes in where it's like you don't really get to trade the rest of the day, so you have that one trade. If our account is bigger, I'm like I said, I'm 100% taking this entry, a million trillion percent. Spy. Let me go back, turn this off. And I know I'm taking this entry. I'm confident I'm taking this entry because this is the system. This is usually how it works. We break down, test again. I thought this was our test. Alright, it wasn't. We go up higher, we test again, boom. So, but I 100% take that entry, the big account, and I'm getting green all day. You know, multiple contract trade, partials the whole way down, partial here, the rest are runners. Instead of stop it, break even, or half of what our PT was. You know what I mean? So, we're going to get there. I 100% believe we're going to get there. Again, I'm going to try to keep putting money in the account little by little to help soften up our losses because we're still learning. So we got to keep in the game, but we're still profitable. Not as much as I would like to be, but we're getting there. I mean, from 80 to 200, adding a little bit along the way, it's not bad. So we're trying. I feel like I think. Sorry about Milo. He just wants to be in these videos so bad, but I don't think we could handle the cuteness, man. I think it'd be cuteness overload. I honestly believe we're gonna see a day where we start a snowball effect. Right, we get a couple green trades. Next thing you know, we're up to $1,000 in a couple weeks, or even one trade could take us to $1,000. You know, you never know. But we gotta stay playing. We gotta keep our head in the game, keep our risk small, live to trade another day. Because I mean, you guys have seen it. I've seen it. When this system hits, it smacks. We had a couple 60% gains earlier this week. 60% plays on one contract play is a couple dollars out of the money. Imagine if those are in the money. You know what I mean? And we have a couple contracts on them. So we're getting there. It's hard. I've been hard on myself, but I was really excited today. I called my girlfriend. I was like, I'm red today, but I'm happy. Right, 5% down, but it could have been worse. Like I went 1 for 3 on trades. Still had a bigger loss. Still gonna start working on risk, but I just set that stop loss earlier on my entry when I went green. Probably could have set a break even, but I wanted to see what would happen because I saw we were choppy at that point. But I was happy because I was only down 5%. Right, in a big account, like I mean, we're down $12 on a big account. That's nothing, right? So if we're talking about percentages, that we try to talk about percentages only in terms of P&L, but right now the small account, it's like it's the lines are kind of blurred because $12 is kind of big for us, but on a big account it's not. So it will translate over in terms of if I'm not practicing risk, our losses will be bigger because we're going to be multiple contract trades. But if we practice scaling in or we practice tight stops or taking profit, like if I have 3 contracts on a trade, I will 100% take one out at like 10 or 15% and then set the stop loss to break even, so at least I'm profiting. I can't really do that here because it's like my trades are going to hit or miss, right? With one contract. So I could take green every time I see 10%, but I'd much rather cut my winners a little too late and keep that little bit of risk in, because when we risk on a little bit, we see when the plays really start happening, then cut my winners too early and miss a huge move. So you know, the whole market is a game of risk and just managing that risk, and sometimes you got to risk on. But no, that's all I got. I hope this video is informative. Again, this is an indicator type system I'm going to be using because it works with our system really well. This is what we teach at Arcane. This kind of breaks things down for us. But Yeah, just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Just gonna keep trading one more day this week. Next time I get paid, I'll probably put $100 in the port. Um, Help stifle the losses, and we'll still be profitable. Our ROI is still good, so that's all that matters. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments below or reach out to me on Discord. If you're watching from Discord, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate y'all's feedback. It makes me feel a lot better. Great Blue, thank you so much for this indicator, man. You work so hard. I know you're not feeling well today, so please feel better. Our socials are down below. Please come follow us on those. Shameless plug time, as always. My Webull is down below. Is a commission-free trading platform. So if you want to change brokers, you want to get into trading, please use my referral link when you open your account. We'll both get some free stocks. I'm pretty sure there's chances to get Tesla stocks or Apple stocks. So it's always good to have a nice little portfolio boost in that sense. But that's all I got. Love you guys. Love the break getters, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.